Hey guys, this is Patti in Stitches, and in this video I'm going to show you a different method to make a button placket. In my previous video I showed you a very simple method, great for beginners. This one gives you a little bit more professional results, and you can also choose the finishing that you want. Let me know what you think. Let's get started. So for this method we're going to start with the wrong side of the garment and just made a line down the middle. And for the placket, the finished will be 1 inch wide, so I'm going to times that by 4 and then plus 2 inches for the seam allowance. So this measures 6 inches across, so I want the finished placket to be about 7 inches long, so I've just made this 2 inches longer. So I'm going to start with finding the middle of this. I'm just going to pin that to the bottom. So I want to line up the middle line with this middle of the placket. So I just overlapped it a little bit. I'm going to measure 1/2 inch from both sides. And then from the top, I'm just going to mark at 7 inches. And then I'm going to make a rectangle around there. So now I'm going to sew down, across and up. So I've just sewn around that rectangle. Now we're going to cut down the middle and make a slit at the end. So you want to get as close to the corner as possible, but you don't want to cut through the stitches. Now we're going to pull this through to the other side. So now we want to fold our seam allowance and then match that up with this seam here. And same with this side. So folding over the seam, making sure that's down, and then you're just going to pin over the top of that. Okay, so I'm just going to iron that down, and that will help us to finish that off. Okay, so I've ironed that. I'm going to make sure that it overlaps neatly. We're going to sew down here up till the end of that, and again on this side until this point. And if you want to, you can sew down on this side as well, so it would be like top stitching. So I've stitched down those 3 sides, and you want to make sure that they're overlapping. So just going to pin that in place. Now we want to finish the bottom. So if you want to do a square finish, which is really easy, just fold over, and then you can draw a square over the top and add crosses in there as well if you want. If you want a triangle finish, I would cut off the excess at the back so there's not too much bulk. So you want to make sure that you leave the front and then you can half that and sew across a straight line, and that will create a triangle when we turn it over. So I've just sewn across there, so you can see I folded it in half, right sides together, and then I just sewn a straight line. So now when we turn that over, it'll create a point. And that will create a really nice point without any bulk underneath. So I'm just going to make a square around there. So I'm just going to sew over all those lines and secure this down. So I've just sewn over all those lines, and that secures the placket. So this method is a little bit longer than the other method that I've shown. It does give more professional results, and you can also choose the finishing that you want at the end of the placket. So let me know what you think of this method, and if you've tried either, which one do you prefer? If you liked this tutorial, please like the video and subscribe for more techniques and projects, and I will see you soon.